Good afternoon. My name is Art Robotham. I am CEO of Hall Communications. WYLI has been a long-time member of the Hall Communications broadcast family and has been a bedrock within this community and the forefront of entertainment and music for Eastern Connecticut. In the spirit of that, we have embarked upon something new. We have started a show called Homegrown, which you are about to hear. This is to foster Connecticut artists and introduce you to local musicians. Some you will like, some you won't. Some you will be confused by, some you'll be inspired by. However, these are all Connecticut artists. This is about introducing our audience to what is going on here in Connecticut in the spirit of what WILI has always been about, which is providing you with quality information, entertainment, and local content. Now sit back and enjoy Homegrown with James Matt Rupar on WILI.
Good evening. Do not attempt to adjust your radio. There is nothing wrong. We have taken control to bring you this special show. Welcome to Homegrown Hour on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. I'm your host, Matt Rupar. During this hour, we will explore local music from local musicians here in Connecticut. You will not only hear new music, but we will dive into the minds of the musicians, and on special occasion, in-studio performances. Homegrown is sponsored by Willow Records, Willow own record shop in the Bliss Marketplace, 34 North Street in Willow. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. They specialize in buying and selling used vinyl records, books, CDs, tapes, and more. They also have live musical performances from time to time as well. Contact Joe at Willow Records today at 860-576-8111. Are you from Connecticut? Do you have original music? Do you want that original music played on the radio? Well, here's your chance. Email me at matt.rupar@gmail.com. That's matt.rupar@gmail.com with your original songs and a brief description about yourself and the music, and I will be happy to play it on Homegrown. Be sure to subscribe to the WILI YouTube channel as well. There you will find this show and many other programs from WILI. Just search WILI Radio in YouTube. Missed an episode of Homegrown? You can go to WILI.com and go to the podcast section. There you will find every episode of Homegrown. To kick off Homegrown this week, here's my song, Feed the Flames, the second and title track from my upcoming album, Feed the Flames. Reaching desire, mesmerizing fire. Feed the flame. That was my song, Feed the Flames, from my upcoming album, Feed the Flames. Highway Fantasy was written by Residual Groove from Bridgeport, and it was released as a single November 24th, 2023.
Gasoline. fantasy.
That was Residual Groove with their 2023 single, Highway Fantasy. Here's All the Pretty Horses from New Haven with Slipping Through, the 10th and final track from their album, Wishes Up No Mountain, Switches Down No Valley, released September 20th, 2024. shop in the Bliss Marketplace, 34 North Street in Willimantic. That was All the Pretty Horses with Slipping Through from their 2024 album, Witches Up No Mountain, Switches Down No Valley. Here's Slyne and the Family Stone from New London with Pigs on Every Corner, the sixth and final track from their album, Lucy in the Sewer with Dogs, released October 26, 2019.
On every corner, sound like a ring. It's a long time with some long days. It's a hard time with some love. It's a hard time with some lonely days.
That was Slyne and the Family Stoned with Pig on Every Corner from their 2019 album, Lucy in the Sewer with Dogs. Cut It Down was written by The Willow and the Builder and is the 8th and final track from their self-titled album, The Willow and the Builder, released October 10th, 2011.
Fall in love, let it die. Not enough, never mind. Heard a voice from another time. Fell asleep on the floor. What were we looking for? Hollow hearts, open door. We love to build it up. We cry until we've had enough. We let love grow and cut it down again.
That was The Willow and the Builder with Cut It Down from their 2011 self-titled album, The Willow and the Builder. We'll be right back with more Homegrown on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM, sponsored by Willimantic Records.
There's a place that's nearest to heaven, where the hills roll up to the sky, and the land is peaceful and lovely. It's where I want to live and die. I love the hills of my Connecticut. I love its valleys and its streams. I've got my loved ones in Connecticut, and they're always in my dreams. My heart is home among those friendly hills, and no matter where I roam, I love the hills of my Connecticut, Connecticut, my own. My heart is home among those friendly hills, and no matter where I roam, I love the hills of my Connecticut, Connecticut, my Take a look at the map of United States and you'll find Connecticut.
Take a look at the map of Connecticut and you'll see the place of my birth.
It's the grandest place on earth. Willimantic, Willimantic, my hometown. There's a good main street where good neighbors meet. Miles of smiles keep chasing you around. You'll be living, life's worth living. Once you're here, you'll stay. We have everything to make a man a king in Willimantic, USA. We have everything to make a man a king in Willimantic, USA. In Willimantic, USA.
Welcome back to Homegrown. I'm your host, Matt Rupar, on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. Sponsored by Willimantic Records, Willimantic's own record shop in the Bliss Marketplace, 34 North Street in Willimantic. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact Joe at Willimantic Records today at 860-576-8111. Are you from Connecticut? Do you have original music? Do you want that original music played on the radio? Here's your chance. Email me at matt.rupar@gmail.com. That's matt.rupar@gmail.com with your original songs and a brief description about yourself and the music, and I will be happy to play it on Homegrown. Be sure to subscribe to the WILI YouTube channel as well. There you will find this show and many other programs from WILI. Just search WILI Radio in YouTube. Missed an episode of Homegrown? You can go to WILI.com and go to the podcast section. There you will find every episode of Homegrown. Strap in for another half hour of music. Here's Brian Dring from New London with On the Smooth Side, the 9th track from his album, Incarnation, released July 9th, 2025. Dring with On the Smooth Side from his 2025 album, Incarnation. Funeral Parlor Atmosphere was written by Sufferghost from Haddam and is the 9th and final track from their album, Thaw, released June 6, 2007.
The nights are dark and
was Sufferghost with Funeral Parlor Atmosphere from their 2007 album, Thaw. Here's Housewives from Hartford with Sleepless Night, the opening track from their album, Home at Last, released August 29th, 2024.
Another sleepless night. Another sleepless night. Can't you see there's a problem? When did we fall to the bottom? Ooh, is this a sign? Ooh, are we next in line? Oh, baby, please, it's not the time. Oh, baby, please, it can't be time for another sleepless night. Another sleepless night. It's late now, I missed the appointment. I'm sorry, so disappointed. Ooh, where did we turn wrong? Ooh, you won't sing along. Oh, baby, please, it's not the time. No, 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 no. Be time for way up high in the rafters I built for you and I, some place to dry your eyes. Way up high in the rafters I built for you and I, some place to dry your eyes. Way up high in the rafters I built for you and I, some place to dry your eyes. Please, it's not the time. No, 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 no. Be time for another sleepless night. You toss and you turn until you see daylight.
You're listening to Homegrown with Matt Rupar on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM. Sponsored by Willow Records. Willow own record shop in the Bliss Marketplace, 34 North Street in Willow. That was Housewives with Sleepless Night from their 2024 album, Home at Last. Purge was written by Foxtails and is the second track from their album, This Is Not For You, released March 22nd, 2015.
Maybe I shouldn't ask, or maybe I shouldn't tell. I spilled my guts, hoping you'd give me yours to fill me up again. Sometime soon. My skin fell on your lap the night I bled from the board, and I wouldn't care even if I tried.
branches we linger to admire the forest above, and your shallow breaths lingered in my body for years. The sharks I could find a way to undo these knots in my speech, then my voice would flow with the speed of a waterfall, and I could look you in the eye and tell you I haven't regressed.
That was Foxtails with Purge from their 2015 album, This Is Not For You. Here's Great Blue from Wilton with Crossfaded Mammoth, the 7th track from their album, Rewind 2, released February 12, 2014.
Mammoth has always been a good old friend.
Great Blue with Crossfaded Mammoth from their 2014 album, Rewind 2. To wrap up Homegrown this week, here's my song, Indica Illusions, the second track from my album, Indica Illusions and Other Tales of a Failing Man, released May 12, 2023. Special thanks to Willow Records for sponsoring the show. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you here next week for more Homegrown on WILI 1400 AM and 95.3 FM.